The conference hall buzzed with tension as representatives from a dozen alien civilizations gathered. Massive holographic displays flickered, casting blue-green shadows across the expansive room. At the center stood Captain Jae-sung Park, a lean human with sharp eyes and a posture that suggested decades of military discipline. The presentation screen came to life, revealing a massive starship design that looked almost embarrassingly simple compared to the sleek, complex vessels surrounding it. On the display, alien delegates shifted in their seats, some barely concealing their amusement. Solara, a tall crystalline being from the Centauri system, leaned forward with a look of barely restrained derision. Her translucent form shimmered as she whispered to her colleague, "Another human attempt at space engineering, I presume?" Murkosh, a bulky reptilian analyst from the Andromeda Confederation, chuckled deeply. His scaled fingers tapped a holographic interface, scanning the Supercarrier's initial specifications. Lines of data scrolled past, each comparison highlighting what seemed like fundamental design flaws. Captain Park remained absolutely still. No twitch, no reaction. He knew exactly what was happening. The room's ambient temperature seemed to drop as senior alien military strategists began their critique. Technological experts from 5 different star systems picked apart every visible aspect of the human design. The carrier looked almost crude, its exterior seemingly constructed from basic alloys with minimal advanced shielding and what appeared to be laughably simple weapon mounts. "Primitive construction," muttered Talon, the Galactic Research Coordinator. His multi-jointed fingers traced the carrier's outline, highlighting what he considered elementary design mistakes. Lieutenant Hyejin Kim stood slightly behind Captain Park. To the untrained eye, she appeared calm. But those who knew her recognized the subtle tension in her shoulders, the barely contained anticipation of what was to come. The presentation continued. Each slide revealed more of the carrier's seemingly basic design. Alien experts exchanged knowing glances, their collective attitude a mixture of pity and professional condescension. Humans were still considered technological infants in the galactic community, enthusiastic but ultimately naive. What none of them realized was the intricate genius hidden beneath the carrier's unassuming exterior. Captain Park finally spoke, his voice calm and measured. "Our design prioritizes adaptability over complex aesthetics," he explained. The translation systems picked up nuanced undertones, a hint of something more brewing beneath his professional demeanor. Solara couldn't help but interrupt. "Adaptability? This looks more like a floating warehouse than a military vessel." Several alien delegates chuckled, their laughter echoing through the conference hall. The holographic display continued to rotate, showing the carrier from multiple angles. Each rotation seemed to reveal another supposedly fundamental flaw. The alien experts were having a field day, their critiques becoming more elaborate and cutting with each passing moment. Murkosh leaned back, his reptilian features twisted in what passed for a smile among his species. "Humans never cease to amuse me," he said loud enough for everyone to hear. Another demonstration of technological overconfidence. What they didn't know, what they couldn't see, was the carefully orchestrated performance unfolding before them. Every apparent weakness was a calculated move, every simple design element a deliberate choice. Lieutenant Kim's eyes met Captain Park's for just a moment. A microsecond of understanding passed between them. The alien delegates were walking exactly into the trap they had designed. The presentation continued, each slide more seemingly mundane than the last. But underneath the surface, something extraordinary was taking shape. The human supercarrier was not what it appeared to be, not by a long shot. As the critique session drew to a close, Captain Park allowed himself the briefest hint of a smile. The aliens were laughing now, but soon, very soon, they would understand. The research facility looked ordinary from the outside, a simple gray building nestled in a remote section of Earth's orbital manufacturing zone. Inside, Lieutenant Hyejin Kim worked meticulously, her fingers dancing across holographic interfaces that seemed to breathe with technological potential. She understood something the alien experts did not. True innovation often hides in plain, Sight. The supercarrier's blueprints lay scattered across multiple quantum-encrypted displays. Each schematic revealed layers of complexity that appeared mundane at first glance. What looked like simple metal plates were actually advanced nanocomposite structures capable of self-repair and energy redirection. "They won't see it coming," she muttered to herself, adjusting a microscopic circuit that could potentially rewrite entire combat algorithms in milliseconds. Her team consisted of 12 engineers, each selected not just for their technical skills, but for their ability to think beyond conventional design parameters. They worked in complete silence, their movements synchronized like a complex mechanical dance. A small holographic notification blinked. Another set of alien technical reviews had arrived. The mockery continued. Experts from various star systems continued to describe the human design as rudimentary and technologically immature. Each critique made Hyejin smile. The carrier's quantum communication arrays looked simple, almost primitive. But embedded within their seemingly basic structure were adaptive algorithms that could predict and counter communication interference faster than any known technological system. The energy distribution network appeared standard. In reality, it was a revolutionary design that could redistribute power across the entire vessel in microseconds, allowing unprecedented combat flexibility. Nearby, a prototype section of the hull sat under intense scanning. Its surface looked unremarkable. Dark gray, minimal technological indicators, but each molecular layer contained adaptive nanites capable of instantaneous structural reconfiguration. "Power distribution at 67% efficiency," one engineer called out. "Adjust quantum entanglement matrix," Hyejin responded, her fingers moving with practiced precision. The room hummed with potential energy. Every component, every system was a carefully constructed illusion. The aliens would see exactly what the humans wanted them to see. A basic, almost crude design that concealed revolutionary technology. Captain Park's strategic vision drove this entire project. He understood that true technological superiority wasn't about appearing advanced, but about creating systems that could adapt and overcome in ways no one expected. A holographic simulation showed the carrier's potential combat scenarios. Each projection revealed layers of complexity that would shock the galactic military establishment. The vessel could potentially neutralize entire battle groups using strategies that defied conventional warfare principles. The nanite-enhanced hull could absorb and redirect energy weapons. The adaptive AI could learn and counter enemy tactics in real time. The quantum communication system could communicate across impossible distances with zero detectable signal. "Status report," Hyejin called out. "All systems nominal," responded her team in perfect unison. Outside the facility, Earth continued its routine. No one would suspect that inside this ordinary building, a technological revolution was being quietly engineered. The humans were playing a game of strategic misdirection, and they were playing it perfectly. Every alien critique, every moment of mockery, was another layer of camouflage. The more they underestimated human capabilities, the more effective the eventual reveal would be. Hyejin looked at the final schematic. To an untrained eye, it was just another technical drawing. But to her, it represented humanity's potential, innovative, adaptive, and completely unexpected. The subterfuge was almost complete. Soon the galaxy would learn that appearances could be magnificently deceiving. The supercarrier wasn't just a ship. It was a statement, a declaration that humanity had arrived, and they were going to rewrite the rules of technological engagement. The vast emptiness of space stretched out like a dark canvas, punctuated by the silhouette of the human supercarrier. Distant stars flickered, unaware of the technological drama about to unfold. Murkosh's flagship led the multinational alien battle group. Sleek vessels with complex energy signatures surrounded the area, their weapons primed and sophisticated tracking systems active. They viewed the upcoming military exercise as nothing more than a demonstration of their technological superiority. Captain Jae-sung Park stood motionless on the carrier's bridge. His hands rested lightly on the command console, fingers barely touching the holographic interface. Lieutenant Hyejin Kim monitored the systems, her eyes moving rapidly across multiple data streams. Simulation parameters engaged, announced the ship's AI in a neutral tone. The alien fleet moved with practiced precision. Their formations were mathematically perfect, intricate dance patterns of technological might. Murkosh believed the exercise would be a simple demonstration of galactic military capabilities. He was wrong. The human supercarrier looked almost stationary. Its external design suggested limited maneuverability. But within milliseconds, everything changed. When the first alien attack wave approached, the carrier's systems came alive. Quantum adaptive algorithms processed potential attack scenarios faster than any known computational system. Energy shields shifted molecular structures, redirecting incoming weapon signatures with impossible efficiency. Target tracking compromised, reported an alien tactical officer, confusion evident in his voice. The carrier wasn't just defending, it was learning. Each incoming attack provided data, which the vessel's AI immediately integrated into its combat strategy. Weapon systems that looked basic suddenly demonstrated remarkable precision and adaptability. 3 alien support vessels found themselves unexpectedly neutralized within minutes. Not through overwhelming firepower, but through strategic disruption of their communication and navigation systems. Murkosh couldn't believe what he was witnessing. The human vessel moved like a living entity, predicting and countering attack vectors before they were even fully implemented. Impossible, he muttered. Lieutenant Kim allowed herself a slight smile. Every system was performing exactly as designed, hidden capabilities revealing themselves strategically. The carrier's weapon systems looked simple. They were anything but. Adaptive targeting algorithms calculated potential outcomes across multiple dimensional planes, making traditional evasion techniques obsolete. Energy consumption remained remarkably low. Where other vessels would have exhausted their power reserves, the human supercarrier maintained consistent performance. Its quantum energy distribution network redistributed power with unprecedented efficiency. Alien tactical commanders watched in stunned silence as their carefully planned attack formations dissolved. The human vessel didn't just defend, it systematically dismantled their strategic approach. Captain Park remained calm. Each movement, each defensive action was a carefully choreographed demonstration of technological innovation. The aliens weren't just seeing a ship. They were witnessing a paradigm shift in military engineering. Holographic displays across multiple alien vessels showed increasing levels of confusion. Tracking systems failed. Weapon lock capabilities disappeared. The human carrier moved with an almost organic unpredictability. System anomalies detected, reported multiple alien tactical networks simultaneously. By the exercise's conclusion, 3 major alien battle groups found themselves completely neutralized. Not through brute force, but through intelligent, adaptive technology that rewrote the understanding of space combat. Murkosh's flagship sat silent, its advanced systems temporarily compromised. The human supercarrier had just demonstrated something profound. Technological superiority wasn't about complexity, but about intelligent, adaptive design. As the exercise concluded, Captain Park issued a single command: return to base. The carrier moved smoothly, leaving behind a battlefield of stunned alien commanders and completely recalibrated military expectations. The analysis conference began with tension thick enough to cut. Alien technological experts from 12 different star systems gathered, their previous confidence replaced by nervous anticipation. Solera's crystalline form trembled slightly as she reviewed the supercarrier's performance data. Her advanced scanning equipment struggled to comprehend the vessel's capabilities. What looked simple on the surface concealed layers of technological complexity that defied current galactic understanding. These systems, she muttered, they shouldn't be possible. The holographic displays revealed shocking discoveries. The carrier's nano-regenerative hull could repair damage at molecular levels faster than any known technology. Its adaptive AI learned and integrated combat strategies in microseconds, a feat previously considered theoretical at best. Talon, the Galactic Research Coordinator, zoomed into microscopic details of the carrier's energy distribution network. What appeared to be basic circuitry was actually a quantum entanglement matrix that could redistribute power with near-perfect efficiency. "This isn't just advanced," he whispered. "This is revolutionary." Lieutenant Hye-jin Kim sat quietly during the presentation. Her team had deliberately left subtle technological breadcrumbs, just enough to intrigue without fully revealing their complete capabilities. Each expert believed they were uncovering something, never realizing they were seeing exactly what humans wanted them to see. The carrier's communication systems defied current technological understanding. Traditional scanning methods simply couldn't penetrate its adaptive signal structure. What looked like simple radio waves contained complex multidimensional communication algorithms that could transmit information across impossible distances. Murkosh examined the weapon systems with growing disbelief. The seemingly basic weapon mounts could reconfigure themselves instantaneously, adapting to multiple combat scenarios faster than any known technological system. Each mount was essentially a miniature adaptive combat computer. Energy consumption charts showed something unprecedented. The carrier used a fraction of the energy other vessels required, yet demonstrated exponentially higher performance capabilities. Traditional power generation concepts became obsolete in comparison. "How is this possible?" one alien researcher asked, frustration evident in his voice. The materials used in the carrier's construction challenged everything they knew about engineering. Nano-composite structures that could self-repair, redirect energy, and adapt to multiple environmental conditions were now a reality. Captain Jae-sung Park watched the presentation remotely. Each revealed detail was another strategic victory. The aliens were dismantling their own preconceptions about human technological capabilities. Quantum computing integration went beyond anything previously imagined. The carrier's AI could process combat scenarios across multiple dimensional possibilities simultaneously. What seemed like simple predictive algorithms were actually complex, multi-dimensional decision-making systems. The most shocking revelation came from the carrier's adaptive learning capabilities. Traditional AI systems required extensive programming. This system could learn, adapt, and evolve in real time, essentially creating new operational strategies during active combat. "We've underestimated them completely," Zalara admitted, her previous mockery replaced by genuine respect. The technological committees worked overtime. Each layer of the carrier's design revealed another level of unexpected innovation. What looked primitive was actually the most advanced technological platform ever conceived. Communication networks across multiple star systems began buzzing with the news. The human supercarrier wasn't just a technological achievement. It was a complete reimagining of space combat and technological design. Lieutenant Kim allowed herself a brief smile. They had achieved exactly what they wanted, a complete recalibration of galactic technological expectations. The presentation concluded with more questions than answers. The alien experts realized they were looking at something more than a ship. They were witnessing the first glimpse of a completely new approach to technological innovation. Humanity had just demonstrated that true technological superiority wasn't about complexity, but about intelligent, adaptive design. The Galactic Conference Hall fell silent when Admiral Quan Wu Lee stepped forward. Representatives from hundreds of star systems watched, their previous confidence now replaced by a mix of curiosity and genuine respect. "Technological superiority," he began, "isn't about how complex something looks, it's about intelligent design." Holographic displays behind him showed the human supercarrier's revolutionary systems. Each slide dismantled decades of established technological understanding. The aliens who had once mocked humanity now listened with unprecedented attention. Murkosh, the reptilian military analyst who had previously ridiculed human capabilities, sat completely still. His previous arrogance had transformed into genuine fascination. The carrier represented more than a technological breakthrough. It was a complete reimagining of space engineering. Zalara's crystalline form seemed to pulse with a new understanding. The technological assumptions of multiple advanced civilizations were crumbling in real time. Humanity had not just entered the galactic stage. They had rewritten the entire rulebook. The diplomatic implications were enormous. Military strategists from different star systems realized that human technological potential far exceeded their previous assumptions. What had been considered a young, inexperienced species was now recognized as a potential technological powerhouse. "We didn't just build a ship," Admiral Lee continued. "We built a platform for future innovation." Each technical detail revealed another layer of unexpected complexity. The carrier's adaptive systems could learn, evolve, and respond faster than any known technological platform. Its quantum communication networks made traditional communication methods look primitive. Lieutenant Hyejin Kim watched from the side, her team's years of hidden research finally receiving recognition. They had deliberately constructed a technological demonstration that would challenge galactic expectations. Talon, the Galactic Research Coordinator, began updating technological databases in real time. The human supercarrier would become a case study, a moment when everything changed. Future engineering would be divided into two periods, before and after the human carrier. The energy distribution systems alone represented a quantum leap. Traditional power management concepts became obsolete. The carrier could redistribute energy with such efficiency that it made other vessels look like mechanical dinosaurs. Alien diplomatic channels began buzzing with urgent communications. Trade agreements, military collaborations, and technological exchanges were being reconsidered. Humanity was no longer just another species. They were a potential game changer. Captain Jae-sung Park stood quietly, understanding the deeper strategic implications. This wasn't just about a single ship. It was about demonstrating human potential on a galactic stage. The carrier's adaptive AI systems were particularly shocking. Traditional artificial intelligence required extensive programming. This system could learn, adapt, and evolve in milliseconds, creating entirely new operational strategies during active combat. "We've been playing a different game," Admiral Lee said, his voice calm but powerful. "While others focused on complexity, we focused on intelligent design." Multiple alien representatives exchanged worried glances. Their technological superiority, something they had taken for granted for centuries, was now seriously challenged. The presentation concluded with a simple message. Humanity was not just participating in galactic civilization. They were about to reshape it. Technological patents were already being filed. Research institutions across human colonies began receiving unprecedented funding. The supercarrier was more than a vessel. It was a statement of human potential. "Lieutenant." Kim caught Captain Park's eye. A subtle moment of understanding passed between them. They had achieved exactly what they planned, a complete recalibration of galactic technological expectations. As the conference concluded, one thing became clear. The universe had just been introduced to a new kind of technological innovation. Humanity's approach was not about showing off. It was about solving problems in ways no one had imagined.